For our next lesson, the four quadrants. The coordinate axis divides the plane into four quadrants, labeled as first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. From the first quadrant, we have the coordinate axis, and we will start at the right side from 0 degree up to 90 degrees, and that's counterclockwise. From 0 degree counterclockwise 90 degrees, and this is first quadrant. From the coordinate 90 degrees counterclockwise up to 180 degrees, and that's second quadrant. Then we rotate counterclockwise 180 degrees up to 270 degrees, and that's third quadrant. And last, from 270 degrees up to 360 degrees, and that's fourth quadrant. By considering the x and y coordinates of the point P as it lies in each of the four quadrants, we can identify the sign of each of the trigonometric ratios in a given quadrant. From the first quadrant, for the sine or the trigonometric functions of sine theta, all values for sine theta in the first quadrant, that's positive. From the second quadrant, the values of sine theta is positive, while at the third quadrant from 180 degrees up to 270 degrees, the value of sine theta is negative, while at fourth quadrant, the value of sine theta is negative. And for the other functions, we have the cosine theta. For the first quadrant from 0 degree up to 90 degrees, cosine theta is always positive, while at the second quadrant from 90 degrees up to 180 degrees, cosine theta is always negative. And at the third quadrant, 180 degrees up to 270 degrees, cosine theta is negative, while at fourth quadrant, from 270 degrees up to 360 degrees, cosine theta is positive. And for the tangent theta, for the first quadrant, 0 degree up to 90 degrees, tangent theta is positive. At second quadrant, from 90 degrees up to 180 degrees, tangent theta is negative. And from 180 degrees up to 270 degrees, tangent theta is positive. And last, at fourth quadrant, 270 degrees up to 360 degrees, tangent theta is negative, which means from quadrant 1, all functions or trigonometric functions are positive. And for the second quadrant, the sine theta and cosecant theta are positive, while at third quadrant, tangent theta and cotangent theta are positive. And for the fourth quadrant, cosine theta and secant theta are positive. And for the summary, all functions in the first quadrant are positive, sine in the upper quadrants are positive, cosine in the right quadrants are positive, and tangent in the alternative quadrants are positive. Here's the example.